everyone, Gilman with Live Wealthy Stocks back with another Tesla update video today, taking a look at how Tesla stock traded today, some key support and resistance levels that we have coming up, and based on that, what the future of the stock could look like. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're new. I try to do videos on Apple and Tesla on a daily basis now, as well as other stocks requested by you. I did Salesforce today, Amazon, and Facebook a couple days ago. So hit that like and subscribe button. Each like and subscribe really helps me out as I'm trying to grow. And comment down below if you are in Tesla or what your thoughts on Tesla are. Now today, let me get right into it. Now today wasn't a very crazy action-packed day, so updates from yesterday aren't that many, so it should be a quicker video, get you guys to the weekend faster, or hope you're having a good weekend if you're watching this during the weekend. But let's take a look at the one-day chart, right? So kind of on the upper level, we were watching for that 600 break to see if we kind of get that and we push up, or from the downside, right? We were hoping that we make a higher low than we did yesterday, which I believe was in the 570s, right? Or 568, yeah. Which we got, right? We got both of those. So right out the gate, right, we sold off a little bit, right? We went down from 591 to 585, pushed up, broke VWAP, and then when we came down, right, we kind of bounced from VWAP, pushed up, this time made it to 597, right? So the 597, 598, that 600 mark is sort of what we're watching to see a break. Didn't get that, unfortunately, went down, bounced kind of off VWAP again, went up. The third time we went down though, that was when we broke VWAP, and then we were kind of under it, made a push back towards VWAP, couldn't broke it, went down, came back up, couldn't break it, and then went down, came back up and broke it. So one thing that I really like seeing is, is the stock going to break VWAP and go on the other side? If you are someone who's watching the stock here and it goes to VWAP, that could be a potential level of bounce, right? We're going down, it could bounce from here and start heading back up, which we got. You also watched that here, and this time we didn't get it. Sometimes my trade style is, if I'm looking to go quick in and out, I get in if we get a bounce off the VWAP. That doesn't always work, but a lot of times it does. You'll get a little bit of a push upward, right? And then it'll fall again. Or it'll keep riding up, or it'll do a little trick on you and it'll go up and then you'll get in and then it'll come right back down, right? But that's my style of trading, so do what suits you best. But one thing that I have noticed is a lot of times it'll do like a knock and then break through. So what we see here is, right, comes down, go up, comes down, go up. Third time is when it goes down. Similarly, when it comes up once, and then kind of twice here, and then the third time is when it breaks through. Not a foolproof method of trading, right? But just something to look out for. Then we were above it, right? Here we set a high of 596, and then we kind of broke below VWAP again. Then we pushed higher, and this time again 596, right? So when it was going up here to the 596s, what I was watching to see is if we could get that 597 level, and if we could go past it. We didn't here, right? We only got to 596. Then the next time I was trying to see if we could beat this 596 level, which we did. And then I was kind of expecting a sideways close, but was surprised when we made a quick push towards, the end of day, closed below it, right? So we were down $5.66 for the day, which takes us to $599, which was kind of where we closed. And then briefly in the after hours, it went to 602, but then it's at 599.16 again. So closed in the 599s, right? Good, 1% gain for the day if you're in Tesla. $5.66, 0.95% up. So beat the NASDAQ, which was up 0.7%. The Dow was up 0.84%, and then the S&P was up 0.86%. So, compared to that, it was kind of right there, right, with 0.95%. On the daily chart, though, what we're seeing here is, this candle here, this small green candle here, pushing up towards that 600 level. So as I've talked about before, right, we were looking today to break yesterday's high of 598.97. We did. We got a 599 high, and then yesterday's low was 582, and today we got a 585 high. The low and high is going to be over here. So we made a higher high, higher low today, which is good for the stock overall. And so the next high point that we really have to go at is the 607.80 level that we hit just on Monday. If we can break 600, like if we open flat on Monday, a lot of times we kind of sell off into the open, but if we open flat, 600 is the first level to break, then we got that 607.80 level. Then it's, you know, up to anyone's guess on where a Tesla could stop. 620, 630, 650, 700. No one knows, right? Because we would be in an all-time high, and then it's just where, you know, what people think the stock is worth, supply and demand. There's a lot of S&P buying that I'm anticipating will happen too, since, you know, the end of December is kind of when Tesla will be included into the S&P. So a lot of indexes have to sort of buy in. Now that we know it's buying in at full float, it's a lot of buying that needs to happen to put Tesla into the S&P. So that's one side of the story. The other side of the story is we could be consolidating for a little while longer now, right? We could trade between this 580 and 600 range while kind of narrowing the range. So today we made a higher high. Low yesterday was 582, low today was 585. We went a little bit higher. That could continue as well. And the last scenario that could happen is, you know, we've gone up a ton. I've said this over the past 2 weeks. We could see a little bit of profit taking. Tesla could drop just a little bit. I don't think it tanks, but I do think that there's the potential for a little bit of profit taking and a healthy pullback, which is good for a stock. Now, let's take a look at the 4-hour chart and some of our indicators to also get an idea of that. So the 20-day moving average is coming in right up in the 583, 585 range. Could be a good bouncing point, as we see on the 4-hour candle yesterday, right? In the first 4 hours of the day, we did bounce right off that. That 20-day moving average is at 583. Our low was at in the 582s. So good bounce there if we do decide to visit that level. And then what I was watching today specifically is if the stock could stay above the AEMA on the 4-hour chart, which we did. So as you see here, you know, the stock did have wicks that went under the EMA, but it started here and then it pushed up, right? So good green candle staying above the AEMA. I would like to see the stock staying above the AEMA, but at some point it's got to make a decision on whether it wants to either go down, break the AEMA, or push up in the 600s and move up. So we'll kind of see what happens there. But if it breaks the AEMA, we've got the 21 at 583, the 34 at 571, and then the 55 coming in at right at 550, 89 at 524 if we go that low. Those are kind of levels that I'm watching, you know, mainly to see that it stays above the AEMA on the 4-hour chart. And then the other thing that I'm watching, let me bring this other chart over real quick on my Tastywork, since I have it set up here, is I've talked about this over the past couple of days, but if you haven't watched those videos, what I'm watching is the 15 EMA on the 4-hour chart and the 180-day SMA on the 4-hour chart. The reason being, if we scroll back just a couple months ago in August, last time we fell below the 15 EMA, right? We fell from the high 400s all the way down to the low 300s, which acted as a good bounce. And the reason for that was, the drop happened. We fell below the 15 EMA, bounced off of this SMA, happened again here. So I'm closely watching to see, we did briefly fall below it. Then we got some good news, right? We got that Goldman upgrade to Tesla above 700s, made a video on that. Now I'm watching to see if we can kind of hold above this level, right? That EMA comes in right now at 588.98, and we could drop below it as long as our candle closes below it and as long as we close below that level. If not, we could fall. I don't necessarily think we fall all the way to the 180-day SMA. That's what happened last time, but this time we have that S&P inclusion sort of buying that's yet to happen, and I think that makes it attractive for a lot of people, so I don't think we see that much falling. But if we do break that 15 EMA, I'm just looking at it from a historical perspective, that's where we've sort of found support. So something to keep in mind. So I'm keeping this in mind, and I'm keeping this AEMA on the 4-hour chart in mind, as well as watching these other lines that I've mentioned on the chart. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys are watching something else, if you guys are long on a position, short on a position, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it helpful. Hope you guys are all having an amazing weekend. and I'll see you guys over the weekend for hopefully more videos. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.